She was born out of wedlock. Her mother, a victim of rape, and so she never knew what it meant to call someone father, but found the father in her mother. Mother taught her to read while she was 3, taught her to be comfortable with the little available so that she grew up as a child with contentment. Never knew what it meant to be unsatisfied because mother said satisfaction was a thing of the mind. Mother trained her mind to mind the train, taught her to stay away from bad company and become the sole proprietress of her company hence. Join the team of eggheads and not become a mediocre and trying to join the bandwagon, mother said. Show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. And who you are depends on your friends and trends. And influence falls from an angle of depression. So if you're with the wrong friends, you may end up in depression. But her mother died while she was 18. And so she had to live with her aunt. You will agree, not quite distant in the family tree, but empirically, family ties do not necessarily bind us together with family, but sometimes binds us together in chains. So she, at a very tender age, lived in bondage, an era where blood ain't thicker than water, where the heart is thicker than the ticket of the thickest bushes, where every call comes with slaps and every mistakes blame for, whether it be done by her or by her cousins. She was a friend to the cutleries in the kitchen that daily cut through her thoughts. If only mother had survived the malaria, if only the rural communities had medical facilities, if only Uncle Rotimi wasn't as selfish, she wouldn't be selling fish for her aunt in the city. And sometimes people take advantage of our circumstances to make us change our stance to get what they would term better chances. She was a virgin, but her virginity was at the verge of being lost. She had to protect her dignity from her aunt's husband. Who could she tell about her ordeal? Was she to go into this ordeal or not? To be or not to be, or better still, to do or not to do became the question. Will her auntie believe her? Or will she be an unbeliever? Will she like Potiphar throw into the dungeon to dance in the theater of her songs? Because if she would compromise, she would no longer have to mice, but could rise above her auntie by even becoming the first lady. All this ran through her thoughts the day her auntie told her, "You are good for nothing and your place is in the kitchen." She decided to walk down memory lane. On the lane time had left to follow, she followed the ghost of her past the day her late mother said she wished for her to become a pilot, and she had promised to take her mom on a world tour, but misfortune. That unmarried single lady that brings pain to many tore her dreams to shreds. So where will she go from here? She wasn't ready to give in to the whims of her auntie's husband, and she wasn't ready to give in to what her auntie had said, that she was good for nothing and her place was in the kitchen. This resilience wasn't just a resolve, but a resolution that anything wrong couldn't be a possible solution. So she avoided those friends that followed anything in trousers to make ends meet. To her, the end didn't justify the means, and even if her auntie was mean, that wasn't enough license to indulge in nonsense. So she buried her head in piles of books, burning the midnight oil over her cousin's books, reading every sentence, clause, phrase, word, and morpheme. She decided to bury impossibility in the coffin. She read as though she anticipated the burning of Alexandria, so that when her friend Sandra came home with a newsletter, the former jumped for joy because all her labor had not been in vain. She had gained an all-expense paid scholarship to study abroad, so she left the family tie that held her bound, dressed up, and wore a tie that indicated class and showed her life was now a serious business. Wait, this is for every abandoned child whose life is predicated on luck and happenstance. Those who don't know what it means to maintain their stance and become outstanding. This is the story of those children whose family members are careless about their well-being. The story of those men who are pedophiles and are not faithful to their wives. The sad story of the sorry state of rural communities in Nigeria. The everyday Nigerian story of child abuse, corruption, and rape. If Uncle Rotimi was so selfish and greedy that his niece was left to suffer, if he finds himself in the corridors of power, he will make the populace suffer. So, to those who seek power to swindle and control, those who deprive babies of their mothers and mothers of their babies because of inadequate medical facilities, those whom society have termed rejects, with the word impossible injected into your minds, I came to tell you that no one can define you. You are your own Google. Search inwards and you will find you.